Okay, then let's start, and we also switched to English because Axel told us that the company language is English, but almost everybody speaks German. So we have a few German elements in the presentation, like some video content that we wanted you to see. So let's jump right in. I'm Oliver. I'm one of the co-founders of Tillhub. Tillhub is the newest addition to the HeidelPay family. We are the one and only cloud-based POS system that works for small merchants and also larger retailers. And we are going to walk you now a little bit through the history of our company, the product itself, the features, the capabilities, and then also the customers. And the goal is that everybody within the HeidelPay group is then aware of us and knows what we add to the product portfolio and can then capitalize on this information when talking to customers or approach us about potential synergies they see that we haven't even thought of yet. So
welcome, Oliver. Yeah, I see that you already started. That's good. Full speed.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Eckhart.
Yeah, so no, very happy here. Tillhub proudly presents, right? The first new member of the family. Already now we can talk about it. Hopefully more to come in the next weeks. Very happy to have you guys on board, and I think we're all excited to hear what you deliver and bring to us, and we can then work together on.
Thanks for the warm words, Eckhart. Can you also see the screen and the presentation is shared correctly?
Yes, I can see that.
All right. Yeah. Then before we tell you more about the product, we first wanted to introduce ourselves and also give this a little more personal perspective. So Frank, Tim and me have been friends for over 12 years. And about 4 years ago, we founded this company. And our unique approach was that we discovered there's no cloud or tablet-based POS system out there that does it right. There were some approaches, but none really worked in detail for retailers with inventory, with several branches, and this made this market very, very interesting. Can everybody go on mute?
Someone has an echo here. If you go on mute, please, everyone. Thank you.
Perfect. Now we are at about 4,000 locations that we have out there, and among our biggest customers are customers like, for example, Fleurop that you see here. Clear Hair Group is our largest customer as of today with about 1,400 locations. We do the offline business of Zalando, and of course, when you see and hear this, you can already sense in which direction this is going. So I think one important part of the vision is that the online and offline retail is growing together. Yeah, not only payments but also data, also the flow of inventory. And what we want to build together with you is a single point of contact experience, a true omni-channel experience for the retailers, because there is no offline commerce and online commerce. It's all growing together. And we are one important piece of this, because over our POS systems, we have billions of data points flowing regarding what do customers buy, with which payment means do they pay, what's in the cards, who are the customers, and so on. And what's unique about Tillhub is that we are not only able to win small merchants, but also bigger customers with multi-store operations, because that's something we're going to tell you in the product demonstration. We are not only like a stupid checkout system, but can do many more things, especially in our back office clients. And this is what we're going to show you on the next pages. But first, let's finish off the personal introduction. So I'm Oliver. I'm the founder responsible, among others, for finance and people. I do also investor relations, so I'm the main point of contact to Axel throughout all this. And my background is business. I founded 2 other companies before. One company was eventually integrated into the Sixt Corporation. Yeah, I'm a full-hearted entrepreneur, and everybody who wants to meet me for a beer is happy invited to come to our Berlin office, which is now also on the HeidelPay map. All right.
Okay, yeah, I continue. So hi, everyone. My name is Tim. I'm Ollie's and Frank's co-founder, and at Tillhub I'm responsible for the sales, marketing, and operations part of the business. So I actually talk to the key accounts. I'm actually in charge for the rollout. If you have like a big project like Clear, I also take care of the customer success and customer support teams, and online marketing and offline marketing. And my personal background is actually medicine, so I studied medicine. Then I also founded a company or co-founded a company previously to Tillhub in the medical sector. We recruited patients for clinical trials. And yeah, now I'm happy to be part of the Tillhub and now the HeidelPay family.
Okay, you finish?
Yeah, Frank.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, hey, so yeah, I'm Frank. Yeah, so I'm the oldest one in the round, so I'm the technical co-founder of Tillhub. Yeah, so yeah, in the last 30 years, I built up certain medium-sized companies in the retail technology. They are now up and running cash cow with operational MDs are employed. So yeah, the first one was created or built in 1991 as an ECR company for multi-store shoe retailers, and the other inventory management system for the same target group. And yeah, in addition to that, with the company ECC, I've been involved in a leading EDI data center for shoe and for leather, and so we have there a lot of the biggest customer in the field. Yeah, so based on this, I could bring very important knowledge on the table when we founded Tillhub. And with my deep understanding of the business and the technical requirements in the industry, we can say now after 4 years proudly, we are a great player in the market of iPad-based POS systems. And now, yeah, with HeidelPay, we want to start and to bring a different POS system in the market and the POS Lite system. And yeah, so I'm very, very happy that we can start now and have our things behind us. And so I'm a man to build systems.
Yeah, but Frank, also, right, I'm happy to hear about your favorite soccer club, which is? Frank?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm also happy. Everyone is also excited to hear what your favorite soccer club is.
Hannover 96, I guess.
Sorry, yeah, football club. Yeah, sorry, I will. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so no, yeah, it's Hannover 96. Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Frank is also from Dortmund, yeah, to
yes,
make sure everyone knows.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm absolute from Dortmund. Yellow black. That's my colors, and so yeah. I'm born here in Dortmund, and about 6 years, my father goes to me to the Stadion Rote Erde, and we are sitting there at normal wood chairs, and yeah, it was great. And after that, my heart is beating only for this club.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Ollie.
Yes, thanks for the great introduction, everybody. And I think that's also the main point of our story is that Frank is actually the guy who knows how POS systems work, and this was our unique competitive advantage when building this company, that we had somebody on board who actually knows how it goes. And now we would like to go to the product. And in order to do this, we just show you in the beginning a brief product video. You also find it on YouTube. So enjoy the show.
Since day one, Tillhub stands for a unique combination of know-how and innovation in the point-of-sale industry. Regardless of the size of your business, Tillhub provides a suitable solution for small retailers with a few stores or large operations with multiple locations and complex inventory structures. The iPad-based system provides a fast and intuitive user experience while also allowing complex products with multiple variant levels. It integrates all established payment methods, offers the possibility of individual gift cards, offline functionality, and many more features that improve your workflow and enable you to grow your business. Furthermore, Tillhub allows you to manage your employees and your customer base. It gives you the opportunity to create and print invoices, product labels, and also integrate your online shop or even your existing ERP system. The register works with additional hardware like cash draw, barcode scanner, card reader, and receipt printer. Instead of exclusively printing your receipts, you can also email them to your customers with ease. The Tillhub dashboard gives you access to real-time statistics and enables you to manage your system easily online from anywhere you want. You can retrieve your previous cash register balances, compile a tax-compliant export, and send it to your tax advisor. A manual ledger becomes obsolete, leaving you additional time for what you do best: selling.
Selling. That's what it's all about. Okay, so in order to summarize what you just saw, I put it here on a slide. So our product actually comes with different components. We have the iPad-based POS system. This is what the cashier works with in the store to conduct the transactions. They can log in and log out. They can do their time tracking. They can look up certain information. They can manage customers and so on. This all happens on the point of sale. Of course, the system is extremely flexible and configurable when it comes to products and discounts, and of course payment methods. And we also want to bring highly pay-owned payment methods to the point of sale in order to achieve what I mentioned in the beginning, that we create a symbiance between online and offline commerce. Then there is a web-based client which is called the dashboard. The dashboard is the control center for the merchant. This is where they can manage everything. Like, they see the analytics, they can enter products, they can manage customers. There's a CCM system. There's even a content management system for images and videos that you would like to use in the Tillhub world. And here on the slide you'll find a list of features and functionalities that it comes with. So invoice and delivery notes. With our system, you can actually print in the store from the iPad like a full letter size invoice in case you have customers that require more than just a receipt. So you can enter the invoice address and everything. You can even create bulk invoices. To give you an example, Fleurop as a customer, like these flower shops, they have commercial customers like companies, hospitals, and so on that buy large amounts of flowers every other day. And these business customers usually don't walk in and pay, but get a delivery note, and then by the end of the month, these delivery notes are summarized into a bulk invoice. Even this is possible just on the iPad. Accounting export means you get ready-made bookkeeping statements into systems usually tax advisors work with. In Germany, that's Startef. In the UK, it's Sage, and so on. I think reports is clear. You can analyze anything in real time, and I mean, people like you and me, we come from the online space. For us, it's totally normal that you see everything that happens in real time. Like, for example, what are your sales figures and so on. When we talk to our customers in the offline world, this is like a massive eye-opener. If you work with your old school, let's say Vectron POS system or something, the headquarter doesn't really know what's going on, what items are selling well, how is my pricing working. Things that are totally normal when you come from an e-commerce perspective are not normal for them because they just don't get the data. For us, of course, this is like a regular normal feature, but for the merchants, this is a big advantage. Finally, they have transparency and know what's going on. Vouchers. Vouchers means you can create your own voucher or loyalty cards. You can even print them on plastic and then activate them and charge and discharge them in the store with your scanner or even the iPad camera. And we also communicate with external voucher systems using the same user interface. So you can either use the Tillhub backend for your vouchers or connect third-party voucher backends that a lot of customers do, like, for example, Zalando or Fleurop. Then CRM, I think that's clear, like you can manage customers and give them different characteristics and track what they are doing. This is especially important for returning customer businesses. So to give you more insights on the target groups we are very, very good at. It's not only retail, but it's also service businesses. We are very strong among service businesses because we also have appointment booking connected. So like a system that enables customers to book appointments that then directly show up at the point of sale. And this is integrated as a little widget on the website of the customers or on Google. And this is why CRM is also very important, because especially in these returning customer businesses, it's all about getting to know your customers so you can market them in a better way, send them newsletters, and think of initiatives to make them buy more or come back more often. Branch management means that you have a very sophisticated way of managing your branches, like what's KPIs you want to compare them, or employees that work in different branches that can log in and see and edit different things depending on their rights that you assign them. This is very important for the larger customers. Then time tracking, I think, is clear. Like it's important that you measure when people clock in and clock out. In addition to that, our system basically tracks everything that happens. Like you can even tell at what second a cash drawer opened and so on, which is very important for fraud prevention and potential audits. And then the last thing here on the list is label printing. So you can also use our inventory management system in the dashboard to print labels for your merchandise and then scan these labels later with your scanner. So this picture doesn't show a lot of hardware, but we're a software company, but our software communicates with standard hardware like handheld scanners and printers and cash drawers. This is not the magic. The magic is in the software. The next interface you see here on the screen is this application. We call it WareHub. And WareHub, as of today, is a stock picking app that works on Android and iOS, that you can even use it in a bring your own device concept to do your regular inventory stock picking. On the next slide, I give you an outlook what we are working on in order to make this application more powerful in the future. And then on the right-hand side, you see the customer display. The customer display is an application also for iOS and Android. You can run it on a separate tablet that is facing the consumer in the end and allows you to show advertisement and interact with your consumer. Let's say collect feedback, maybe in the future collect a signature for a pay later method or something. But what you see here, this is all out in the market and working and used by now thousands of stores. On the next page, I want to give you an outlook what's up next and what we're working on. All right, so from left to right, we're working on an e-commerce integration currently in order to execute the vision that online and offline commerce need to grow together and to make it easier for our customers to manage their online outlet and synchronize the revenue. Then next point is the Wayhub application that I talked about. We built this into a mobile store assistant so it can be used by the employees in the store as a powerful device in order to, let's say, find out what we have on stock in different branches, what we have on stock in our online warehouse, look up product information, and use this in order to upsell the customer and provide a better experience to the store visitors. Let's say I want this t-shirt, it's not on stock in this store. I can tell you immediately from my pocket that we have it in the other store, or we send it to you at home, to your home.
Ist das ein Mandelshampoo?
Ja.
Mandelshampoo brauchen wir jetzt nicht. Lieber Mandelwein oder sowas. Oder Sturm gehen.
Okay, and then the next thing you see in the middle, the analytics app. This is something that we're working on. So the store owner can, from everywhere he is or she is, check up on what's going on in the store and get real-time analytics. I think this is very obvious that this needs to be a mobile application and not only in web, because you want to know what's going on, whether you're on the train or at the next Borussia Dortmund game. And then this is now, I think, a big highlight that I would like to address here. You see the Post-Lite application. So this is going to be our first joint product together with HeidelPay. And it's going to be a payment-enabled device that runs our POS software with all its smartness. And also, we are going to build it in a way that it's applicable to hospitality businesses, like, for example, small restaurants, which are very strong among the customer base of StarTech. And this way, I think we are building a great business case together, and also shows the potential of our companies growing together, because we are going to have a real unique positioning in the market with an application powerful like this. So, for example, there are other companies offering POS software for these smart Android terminals, but none is really working for the retailers, as I explained in the beginning, that have a little more sophisticated requirements. And by launching this product, I think we find like the perfect mixture in order to really scale together. And we are aware that HeidelPay, through growing, is adding more and more offline terminals also inorganically, and these need to be replaced at some point with a smart product right from the HeidelPay factory. And we want to contribute to this by bringing our powerful POS application on this device. And then last but not least, on the right-hand side, what you see here is an outlook into the future. At some point, we are going to release an operating system independent point of sale. So currently, it's not operating system independent, it only runs on Apple. like on the iPad in the store. Like the cash register thing they work with in the stores is always an iPad. This is very good for the beginning because it helped us actually to deliver and iterate quickly, and it works very stable. But if we want to grow to the next level, then it's also important that you have something running on computers, because this way you can even kick out competitors that are currently economically more attractive, even though they have weaker software. But they have the argument, okay, you don't need to buy 4,000 new iPads if you are a customer who needs 4,000 POS. And this is why we are going into the direction of bringing the capabilities of our iPad-based POS system also onto the computer with this operating independent POS system. So this is the Outlook part. Now, I would like to summarize basically the strategy that we have together. I think this also became clear with the points that we previously addressed, but to put it together and put a lot of emphasis on this, online and offline commerce is growing together, payments are growing together, data plays a big role, and we have two big targets group that we want sequentially to conquer. First, the small merchants, then the larger retailers. And the small merchants we are going to conquer with our Tillhub Lite device, which will be the first joint product of our companies together. And the large-scale retailers we can conquer with the product that we have that gets more and more powerful. And this is actually very, very unique positioning, because there's no competitor out there that combines all these factors, like having own payment methods and having actually the product capabilities to be a single point of contact provider for each of these target groups. All right, now to give this a bit more look and feel and make it a little bit more easier to grasp, my co-founder Tim is going to walk you through some of the notable customers that we have, and we also have some more video content on these customers that give you a very good impression how our system actually looks in the store and how we work.
Okay, great, thank you. So let's start with actually our biggest customer so far. It's the Clear Hair Group from Wolfsburg. It's the largest hairdresser chain in Europe. They actually have 1,400 stores. They're partially hairdresser shops, and the others are like retail shops where they sell shampoo and other cosmetics. And there are actually a couple of remarkable things about this project. Number one is that we were able to roll out 1,400 POS systems within 4 months without any appointments in the stores. We did it all remotely via video content and online screen sharing or call meetings where we actually trained them how our system works. And this is, I think, very remarkable because I would say traditional systems or systems they used in the past, they always needed a technician come to the stores and install the system. And with our system, we are able to roll out high amounts of POS system within a short amount of time. That's the first remarkable thing. And the second remarkable thing is that we were actually able to integrate our system in their existing infrastructure pretty quickly. So they had like 2 systems running because there were actually a merger between the Clear and Hair Group. They were 2 different companies, so they had 2 different POS systems in place and different kinds of voucher systems running on that POS systems, and we were able within a very short amount of time to integrate those old voucher systems in our system, so that they could actually use all the vouchers that were still handed out to customers in our system, and giving out new vouchers at the same time. This was actually very big technical challenge and also a big step in convincing them when we were able to deliver that. And we also have like a short video, it's in German, where we explain a little bit more about the project, and you can also see actually our office. So I think it's a good video for this call.
Mein Name ist Tim Seidel und ich bin Gründer und Geschäftsführer der Firma Tillhub. Wir entwickeln ein Cloud-Kassensystem für Filialisten und Franchise-Unternehmen. Die Tillhub ist Europas größtes Friseurunternehmen mit über 1400 Standorten, 9000 Mitarbeitern und 50.000 Kunden. Und wir sind sehr stolz darauf, dass die Tillhub sich dazu entschieden hat, mit uns den Weg in die Digitalisierung zu gehen. Bei der Digitalisierung geht es vor allem darum, Daten aus der Online- und Offline-Welt in der Cloud zur Verfügung zu stellen. Und wir bei Tillhub helfen dabei, die Daten aus unterschiedlichsten Datenquellen bereitzustellen und zu harmonisieren. Deswegen haben wir als Partner den Point-of-Sale-Teil komplett digitalisiert für die Tillhub. Eine der größten technischen Herausforderungen bei so einem Projekt ist, dass durch die Altsysteme, die häufig über 10 bis 20 Jahre im Einsatz waren, Altdaten anfallen. Und diese Daten müssen so aufbereitet werden, dass sie letztendlich in das neue digitale System integriert werden können und zur Verfügung stehen. Und da spricht man letztendlich von Millionen von Datensätzen aus unterschiedlichen Systemen. Und das letztendlich zu vereinen und zu integrieren, ist eine sehr große Herausforderung, die wir dadurch gelöst haben, indem wir die Daten harmonisiert haben und über unsere Schnittstelle in unser System gespielt haben. Also eine wichtige Fragestellung, mit der uns die Tillhub während des Auswahlprozesses konfrontiert hat, ist, wie wir es schaffen, 1400 Standorte innerhalb von einem Quartal mit unserem System auszustatten. Und letztendlich der große Vorteil, den unser System als Cloud-Kassensystem bietet, ist, dass kein Techniker vor Ort notwendig ist, um das System umzustellen. Und wir zeigen euch jetzt mal, wie das konkret abläuft. Der Prozess beginnt bei uns im Lagerstandort, wo das Logistikteam je nach Kundenanforderungen die Hardware zusammenstellt und die Software vorinstalliert, sodass die Inbetriebnahme in den Stores reibungslos und schnell vonstatten geht. Wir auf unserer Seite stellen sicher, dass ein Onboarding-Termin stattfindet. Bedeutet, wir sorgen dafür, dass innerhalb von 20 bis 30 Minuten telefonisch das Kassensystem in Betrieb genommen wird und eine kurze Schulung stattfindet. Sollten im Anschluss noch Fragen übrig sein, stellt unser Support telefonisch bereit. Zudem liefern wir auch Videocontent und ein Handbuch, sodass letztendlich auch der Salon bereit ist und in der Lage ist, sich selbst mit dem System betraut zu machen. Und aus diesen Gründen sind wir, Tillhub, der ideale Partner für Ihre Digitalisierungsstrategie. Wir helfen Ihnen dabei, die Online- und Offline-Welt miteinander zu verschmelzen.
Nice video, virtual applause.
Thank you very much. So the next project I quickly want to talk about is BSH. I think BSH, like every one of you knows, BSH is like one of the biggest companies who produces kitchen machines and fridges and stuff like that. And they actually have offline stores, 80 stores in Germany and 200 globally. And the interesting part, or the interesting thing about this customer project is what Olli also mentioned earlier in the presentation, that we want to create an omni-channel solution for the customers. And BSH actually is our customer who comes the closest to an omni-channel solution, because they have a hybrid-based online shop up and running, and they connected our POS system via our API to their online shop, and they use this integration for every single checkout. So what they do is they create a shopping cart within their Hybris online shop and enter the customer details there, because it's like a configuration-based shopping cart, so they have to configure or individualize the products, and then they send the product and customer data via our API to our system, and we are in this process responsible for the checkout and the payment. And I think this is very important, or this was actually a very important step for us, because in this project we improved our API and made it omni-channel ready, so that we're actually able now also in other customer projects to integrate online shops, to have like this loop between online shop, our system, and then sending back the transaction data to the SAP system, so they get all the transaction data they need for their finance reporting. And I think that's from a technological perspective our most interesting project so far. And we also have the first shops live, and they use our system, and we are going to finish the rollout within this year. That's the plan there. And the last one is Zalando. Also is like a quick short video. Like Ollie already mentioned, Zalando uses our POS system in their offline businesses. They have a couple of different offline businesses. They have some beauty stores. They launched some second-hand stores last year, and they also had this fair called Bread and Butter in Berlin. It's paused this year. Maybe they're going to start it again next year or the year after. And they also used our POS system for all of the booths, the brand booths on this fashion fair. It was about 80 POS system that they used, and this was very interesting from like an operational point of view, because we had to set up the 80 POS systems within a couple of hours, and we had to train the people on the fair within a couple of a very short time slot. Within like 10-15 minutes they had to be able to use our POS system, and it actually worked pretty well. So that was also proof that our system can be installed easily and that it's easy to use. And yeah, we also have a quick video showing that.
Die Abwicklung ist schnell, der Kunde sieht den Artikel, kann ihn sofort mitnehmen, hat keine Wartezeit.
Also das Tillhub-System hat echt super funktioniert für uns. Also natürlich toll, dass die Konsumenten, die hier die Produkte alle experiencen, auch kaufen können. Es befriedigt natürlich auch den Bedarf. Und auf der anderen Seite ist das gesamte Cash-System sehr, sehr einfach. Wir sind alle keine Experten, was das angeht, aber direkt vom Einscannen bis hin zum Bezahlvorgang lief alles total easy.
Das Kassensystem von Tillhub war super, es ging alles super schnell, die Kunden waren glücklich, ich war glücklich. Das macht die ganze Bread and Butter viel einfacher für den Kunden, und ja, wir sind super zufrieden bei Nike, dass wir das den Kunden ermöglichen konnten.
Okay, yeah, I think we're done with the main part of the presentation. Thanks very much for your attention so far, and we're very happy to be part of this amazing group now. Any questions?
First of all, thank you so much. Hey, come on, questions, and feel free to ask questions, obviously also in German. Okay.
Keiner traut sich. Macht nichts. Ihr seid sehr, sehr herzlich eingeladen, auf jeden Fall hier nach Berlin. Wir sind jetzt auch auf der Heidelpay Landkarte, und jeder, der in Berlin ist, darf natürlich hier irgendwie alle unsere Möglichkeiten nutzen. Und
wo steckt ihr genau nochmal in Berlin?
In bester Lage, Tiergarten.
Eigentlich steigt man aus dem Zoo aus und fährt bei euch rein?
Ja, genau. Also Wir sind eigentlich fußläufig vom Tiergarten und fußläufig zum Park am Gleisdreieck. Das ist sehr schön hier, sehr viel Grün, sehr viele Möglichkeiten auch irgendwie gut zusammen sich mal in den Biergarten zu setzen, wer jetzt im Sommer es nach Berlin schafft.
Sehr gut. Ja, und dann vielleicht noch ein paar Informationen drumherum. Wir haben jetzt einmal in der Woche bereits einen Status-Call mit Tillhub und unseren verschiedenen Sales-Teams, E-Commerce und auf der POS-Seite. Wir haben schon die ersten Leads gemeinsam. Vielleicht wollen wir da noch ein bisschen berichten, was es so an ersten Leads gibt.
Ja, sehr gerne. Ja, also wir haben im Grunde 2 Stränge, wie wir jetzt sozusagen kooperieren. Das ist einmal auf der Small Merchant Seite. Es ist so, dass wir halt hier irgendwie einen Inside Sales Betrieb haben und der konvertiert im Grunde hinsichtlich unseres Produkts die ganze Zeit Kasseninteressenten. Und die fragen uns natürlich auch, hey, welches Payment sollen wir denn nehmen? Die haben ja gar keine Lust, auch mit unterschiedlichen Ansprechpartnern da irgendwie zu sprechen. Und dann verkaufen wir denen das Payment direkt mit. Und das läuft dann hintenrum zur StarTech und die kümmern sich dann sozusagen um die Abwicklung. Und dann gibt es den Key-Account-Strang. Also es ist ja so, dass sowohl die Heidelpay als auch wir dann mit unterschiedlichen mittelgroßen und größeren Kunden im Gespräch sind, wo es dann eher darum geht, ganze Lösungen zu verkaufen. Und da treten wir auch gemeinsam auf, haben unsere Leadlisten abgeglichen, haben unsere Präsentationsmaterialien abgeglichen und haben auch schon irgendwie das ein oder andere gemeinsame Gespräch gehabt mit Kunden. Wir haben Ende April, da war sozusagen die Tinte noch gar nicht angefeuchtet für unser eigenes Signing. Da haben wir schon einen Kunden rübergeholt, der hat 17 Terminals jetzt bekommen und die sind auch schon im Einsatz. Der macht irgendwie, das ist so eine Escape Room Kette und den haben wir gewonnen. Und jetzt geht es natürlich auch darum, dass wir halt sowohl auf Tillhubs Seite als auch auf Seiten der Heidelpay Gruppe unsere bestehenden Möglichkeiten da irgendwie aktivieren, also auch die bestehenden Kunden angehen, entsprechend mit Newslettern und so weiter. Dazu sind die Marketing-Teams jeweils in Abstimmung.
Sehr gut. Und nächste Woche haben wir auch geplant, dass wir die Vertriebsleute zusammenbringen und uns gegenseitig zeigen, wie wir unsere Produkte pitchen. Das ist auch immer schon mal eine ganz schöne Trainingssession. Gut.
Kann ich dann auch gleich eine Frage stellen?
Ja, letzte Gelegenheit, Fragen zu stellen. Oder erste Gelegenheit, Fragen zu stellen.
Ja, gerne. Erste Gelegenheit natürlich aus Österreich. Wie schaut es mit dem österreichischen Markt aus? Habt ihr Kunden in Österreich? Könnt ihr Österreich bedienen?
Ja klar, sind natürlich Österreich ready, also sind da auch fiskalisiert. Also da werden so schöne Signaturen auf die Bons gedruckt und so. Und da haben wir auch einige Kunden. Wenn du in Wien bist, da kannst du auch in den Bosch Store gehen. Ich habe jetzt nicht im Kopf, irgendwas mit Mariastraße oder sowas.
Maria-Hilfer-Straße?
Ja, das sei angeblich...
Die Maria-Hilfer-Straße.
Ja, das sei angeblich die Haupteinkaufsstraße von Wien. Ich kenne mich da nicht so aus, aber da gibt es den Bosch Store, da kannst du sozusagen auch unser System einsetzen. Oder du lässt dir den Oberkörper wachsen. Bei Wax in the City gibt es direkt 4-mal in Wien. Und
das macht doch Sinn,
das hat der Chris nicht nötig.
Mirko Doskler von Vienna. Auch ich habe eine Frage. Sie verkaufen da die Vignette sehr, sehr gut und haben uns vor ein paar Jahren schon gefragt, ob wir die Vignette so an Tankstellen verkaufen können. Es wäre super, wenn wir die Vignette so verkaufen können, dass man dann automatisch ein Abo auch abschließen kann. Dass die Kreditkarte kann mit so einem Gerät gespeichert werden und wenn die Vignette verlängert werden kann, kann man direkt die gespeicherte Karte nutzen. Das wäre toll, wenn sowas an Tankstellen installiert werden kann. Ist das denkbar, sowas?
also sozusagen, wenn wir sozusagen dabei helfen können, lass uns gern einen Folgecall vereinbaren. Dieses Microsoft Teams ist ja super. Ich schicke jetzt gleich nochmal meine Kontaktdaten in diesem Chat, dann kriegen alle 100 Teilnehmer diese Kontaktdaten und dann könnt ihr mich einfach anrufen oder mir eine E-Mail schreiben oder mir Termineinladungen schicken. Und das sind ja genau die Punkte, warum wir diese Veranstaltung machen, damit wir eben auf Anknüpfungspunkte kommen, sozusagen, an die wir bisher noch gar nicht gedacht haben.
Very good.
Gut. Noch Fragen? Dann
Okay.
würde ich vorschlagen, an euch drei herzlichen Dank.
Gerne.
Jetzt schwarze Grüße natürlich nach Dortmund.
Genau.
Allen noch einen schönen Abend.
Mit dem Schlusswort, you never walk alone.
Ja, vielen Dank. Vielen Dank nach Berlin.
Grüße nach Berlin. Guter Vortrag, danke.
Danke euch.
Dankeschön.
Vielen Dank. Bye bye.
Ciao.